Jackson.
I'll fly with you.
She don't wanna live no more. Take that bitch to the market. She know I'm important. All my bitches gorgeous. Collect the money like it's mortgage. I'm still in traffic
You can tell both of these fighters are exuding confidence as they touch gloves. And here we go. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was gonna miss this.
And now it's time for the
She gon' meet me at the spot.
Saul Canelo Alvarez.
She feels special. That she caught the
Here comes the
baby girl. That's a one night stand.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico.
Expectations are sky high for this fight. Will it live up to the hype? You can't imagine how bad these fighters want to get their hands on each other.
She don't wanna live no more. Take that bitch to the market. She know I'm important. All my bitches
caught him there with a right hook.
like it's mortgage. I'm still in traffic with my gun. Make a wrong move, you get done. I'm in the mouth, I'm moving guns. I'm in that prison, get like a thug. I gotta take it cause I let it.
Rest for the weary.
You fucking hoes off a tender.
Coming back to life now, starting to land some punches. Hottest ticket in town for this fight tonight.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero, the pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Rock it off. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Tom. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. And that hook scored.
skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Oh, and the right hook clipped him clean. Counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this stuff.
Carter, I understand what you're saying. It's got to be honest. It's got to be honest. You've got to be a pro. You've got to be right. Concentrate.
Through the hook, didn't land. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Nice job landing with that right-hand counter. Talking about Alvarez. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy. There's the bell for round 2. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's being hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him up. Be smart.
These two fighters are made for one another.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down. Both men step back for just a moment. And a counter left. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way.
Totally impressed. You know what? You got skill. You got... Oh, my goodness. I admire these guys.
This fighter told us yesterday, if he doesn't win by knockout, he doesn't consider it a real victory. That's the mentality he has.
Fighters just want to mow you down. They want to walk straight through you as though you do not exist. You've got to be fit for this one.
Good strategy. Those punches are doing nothing. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's talk about Alvarez. So let's get it started in round 3. Couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. You know in the corner now they're saying when you get out there, jump on him. Do not give him chance to breathe. Bully him, throw him, push him down, punch him in the back. Keep letting the shots go because you know they're on shaky leg. They're and that's it away from getting stuffed.
Nice counter shot. You've got two evenly matched fighters in this weight class. It sometimes comes down to who's in better condition.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace, you can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history book.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I gotta respect both of them more than happy.
Nice exchange here from both men. And he fails to score with that left hook.
Okay, this is the last time I'm gonna try because I know you're on your phone, but
Defense is not an option for these two. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one.
I really do apologize, but I do want to see you. We're about to move in a few days, and I just want to see you. So, yeah.
Let's talk about Alvarez.
I'm telling you.
There's the bell to start round 4. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt, you've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp. Don't be a fool, don't get suckers in. Make you fight your fight. Hold and tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Catch and shoot with the left counter. Good job. Just parries away that left hook. Counter punching. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Both men step back for just a moment.
These guys are challenged. They're just trying to figure out how they're going to deal with it. Yes, they need to be offensive and defensive. It's just trying to figure out which pushes which match.
Both knows who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
Power, that power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Right punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Punching for both. Let's talk about Alvarez. Well, he is back into the fray here in round 5. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
At some point, the corner has to say you're done. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least. Exchange punches. This is certainly an aggressive fighter, but that doesn't always mean success. How many times have you seen a fighter chase a superior athlete around the ring and just get picked apart even though they were the one pushing the tempo?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there, they want you to stand there, something over and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't win.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
You'd like to see this fighter protect themselves a little better. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez. From this one, there's the bell for round 6. After that last round, something has got to change. Nice exchange here from both men. One punch could change everything. everything in this battle. Seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
It's going to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and
round 7. Couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
Well, so I guess.
if I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full power because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
That's like a lot of responsibility. Did you get a place out here in Miami?
Miami, but I'm not going to the spot out there.
Got out of the way that right hook. Left counter scores.
Out there like in the valley.
Gets out of the way of that left hand.
Tell me you love me.
It's not like a year. You still on the salad. You don't love me.
Evan, you don't love me? I do love you.
You do love me?
Nice exchange here from both men. The old adage is no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
So close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Chins, by the way. Swing and a miss. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Down big time on the score. Round 8, and we're off again. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
It was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until the sense of the comeback.
Becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
You've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. You make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Find it somehow. Nice counter punch. Exchanges from both men in this round.
toxic girlfriend, cause she keep on trying to fuck me. She know that I'm getting money. I ball hard like the Pistons in a mini. Take my pictures and make sure to be on temple. This man with this man no rain, no beach, your ass like instrumental. I fuck models, not no fans.
There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
How do you deal with an aggressive fight? What you do is you fight, fire with fight. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable.
Left hook this round still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez. And a round that seemed like eternity for them. There's the bell to start round 9. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. And endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this. They are a nightmare. If you are not fit, this is the worst place to be. Having second thoughts in the ring.
Right hook catching air. Porter's got the power, they're gonna throw it in. I thought that was gonna be a knockdown at least. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful though.
I'm charging up on 100%, they won't get a piece of my love. I gotta live at the spot every night.
It appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
I know you know doing drugs. I hate being sober. When I'm good, that's more older.
Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not gonna hurt you much.
Wipe me down. She tryna top me down. Tie me up. I got her eyes on me. Busting out my jeans, yeah. She got an interior on my whip. I got
Here's a scoring blow.
I started to travel side with me. Hope niggas don't get the tweak. I gotta let you know. It's by that time that
Just gets out of the way, that right up. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez. After what we saw in that last round, this is the 10th. There's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Nice counter shot. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch. They want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
He just misses with that jab. The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over again, they've got it.
Just misses with that big right hand. No stamina, no injury, but still throwing punches. Step backwards couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if you come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle. He's got to bluff.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. He misses with that jab. Left counter punch to score. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them? We'd like to see more jabs. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. That left counter was perfectly timed. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. They surrender. This is over. And that will do it. This fight is over. They have given up.
They don't like that. Listen to them. Oh, listen to that. You hurt your own feelings, should have mind your business. Put my dick inside her and she creaming. I keep shooting the club up, I ain't leave a witness.
Body gon' get to the bag.
Take a minute to process it all. It took me a while, now we finally ballin'. Live my life like there's no tomorrow. The Paris, I'm here in that fashion week. Who that walking around and she eyeing me? Girl, you look way better than my codeine. I got ice on my neck playing peekaboo. Tryna blame on me, she know a thing or two. Yeah, I want you for the night. I can tell your energy ain't feeling right. I seduce her with Jerry, she feeling right. This $100,000 car ride. Yeah, she wanna go out of space. She wanna go to the sci-fi. Yeah, I gotta ride with these guns. I know these niggas won't turn my life. I spend on racks on a rainy day. I guess it rain every day. What make you think that I owe you some, little nigga? I don't even remember your name. Yeah, tryna walk with the cool kids. Rockin' designers, not cool kids. She just gave me her life and I ruined it. You can't surprise me, I already know. Like how much I made today. Could've paid 8 months of your rent today. You never seen this much cash I want. Ain't never been in a car with this many guns. I'm on the road, I'm collecting my fun. My own boss, nigga, I don't wait for no one. We at booby trapping, these hoes going down. If I got a bag, then I'm getting you one. Rockin' chrome heart glasses to make my vision clear. I don't wanna see the sun. She keep bringing up what she got told about me, but I ain't hearing none. Take a minute to process it all. It took me a while, now we finally ballin'. Live my life like it's no tomorrow. The Paris, I'm here in that fashion week. Who that walking around and she eyeing me? Girl, you look way better than my codeine. I got ice on my neck playing peekaboo. Tryna blame on me, she know a thing or two. Yeah, I want you for the night. I can tell your energy ain't feeling right. I seduce her with Jerry, she feeling right. This $100,000 car ride. Yeah, she wanna go out of space. She wanna go to the sci-fi. Yeah, I gotta ride with these guns. I know these niggas won't turn my life. me fucking this hole in dreams. I'm in LA and I'm looking for drugs right now. Then we can link. I ain't really tryna go to your studio session. Nigga, your music weak. I ain't really tryna pull up to your after party. I got big things to do tonight. She wanna know how I'm strong tonight. I'm kinda pint, I don't need a knife. Yo, nigga, he broke, he needs some advice. I'm high as a bitch, I keep missing a flight. To get money was the whole plan. Everyone just wanna use me. Abusing your girl, she a girl. Kicked her out the whip, she kept at them bro. You can call me anything in the world but broke. Flying with Trump, we just pulled up the phone. She had like a chance, she a buzz down hole. And shooters around me to see how I'm moving. Just give me top, I'm not trying to
It's
do
time
it.
to fight under the full moon. We are outside live at Empire Fight Camp.
Look how chasing hoe, she mad, ain't at her on my
It's the
story.
incomparable Sugar Ray Robinson. Many consider him to be the greatest fighter in the history of this sport. Inducted into the International Hall of Fame in 1990, he fights out of Harlem, New York.
Real bad blood.
This bout is scheduled for
Lots of hype as many said this fight would never happen, and yet here it is, and here we go.
I'm sure my shirt's a bitch, I know she ate her.
And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Let's get back for just a moment. Have you ever danced with the devil under the pale moonlight? That's what these two men are about to go through as they've been talking so much trash on social media. It's time to settle the screws. Nice exchange here from both men. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twist you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
How did he absorb that hook? Just gets out of the way of that right uppercut. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Jones Jr. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do here?
Every second,
There's the bell for round two. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations you've just been hurt, you've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp, don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
She wanna fight to the beat. She wanna listen to me. She on the bench, I'm coaching the team. I got the key to her heart and her knees.
A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
To beat a counter puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Clean right uppercut. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Gets out of the way of that left hand.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Should we be surprised if these two fighters go the distance tonight, considering how much they've emphasized their physical fitness?
middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you're in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Left counter was perfectly timed. Let's talk about Jones Jr. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered. He's shattered. Come on, look across at him. Look at him now. Feel it now, ride it out. Go out there and finish it. Right. So important now.
And that'll do it for the time between rounds as we get set to get back in the action. That bell rings and we start the third. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
Had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Misses with that jab. Counter punch. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Seen in the past from this fighter, they don't feel concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, then that's where the problem comes from.
He got buckled again. The knee's buckled. He's still on his feet though. Tremendous heart. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now. Going to keep his elbows tucked into the chest so he can avoid the pain of those body shots, but that leaves more opportunities for headshots. Punch scores. He fails to score with that left hook. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Jones Jr. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bro, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen your son.
Here we go to the fourth round. Let's see if they have a plan B after last round. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like your chin comes because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Good counter left hand there. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. You'd like to see more jabs. tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not to give them what they want. Because they want to get you there, they want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate as they set their targets. Get out of the way. And they get so angry, so frustrated because they can't win. I've seen some aggressive fighters like this. They are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be. Having second thoughts in the ring.
And to some degree, it did look easy. Did that 73 feel easy?
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go.
I mean, everybody's saying might be a new season. It's not easy. Trust me. But when I said that, a lot of people didn't agree with me.
Let's talk about Jones Jr.
Talk
about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
So they don't get complacent. They think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
It's huge. I don't think people realize how huge that is. Because, when I'm ISOing, I watch the defender in the paint. So
there's the bell for round 5. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
7-3.
You brought that up last time. That low man, as he's trying to cleanse himself, the weak side guy, right? Generally speaking, he's not going to be on the ball side, but that weak side guy, as he's trying to cleanse himself, watching him, and I was watching some film of LeBron the other day. He does a really good job with that too.
In boxing.
I do want to ask more about the 73-point game, but since you brought it up and the rules,
left counterpunch will score.
You brought up the rules. And I'm curious.
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
In Europe, the referees allow a little bit more.
Sometimes on the belly of the ring with fights like that, when you punch them, you want a spaceship to come and lift you out there because you
I
think,
don't know how familiar you are with like
hell am I going to do
the
now?
90s era hand checking. Do you think hand checking
Left counter score.
would have?
And they figure out the combination to this set.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, so I got to respect both of them more than
someone, but you could sort of
counter
put
punching.
your hand on, put your hand off, put your hand on, put your hand off. So as somebody's sort of attacking only in the scoring area, not necessarily all over the floor, you can still do that. I agree. Oh yeah, 100%.
Just missed with that big right hand.
My argument right now is bring back hand checking. You know what hand checking is going to do? It's going to lead
Catch
to
and
shooting
shoot
fouls.
with the left counter. Good job.
Players are so smart
Why
now.
aren't they keeping their gloves up?
The game of the night, Kevin Durant and Mikal Bridges was D'ing up, legally had his hands
Nice
on him,
counter punch.
and once he put his hand out, and Kevin could get into a shooting motion, he just went into a
You know
shooting
the
motion.
scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one.
Offensive talent is in the league right now is just insane. I don't think people really realize it, how much talent offensively there is. And then again, you have some really great defensive
Talk about
players.
Jones Jr. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important.
It's interesting from my vantage point.
Let's start the
because
sixth.
I get to call
Let's see how
games.
they
I'm calling
bounce
a
back
game
here in this
later
round.
tonight, actually, while I'm dressed like this. But from my vantage point, when I watch games on TV, there's a feeling of not necessarily
They call it the
non-physicality,
chin. How strong
but you
is your
don't quite
chin? Do
capture
you have a glass chin? These are
You're
things
sitting
that can
up
affect the
close when I
fight.
call a game.
Get trigger happy.
Game looks
Because
more
all of a
physical.
sudden
It
you're
just
gassing
does.
yourself down
And
trying
so
to get that shot. And that's when they catch you.
There's a clip in the second half. You're driving. And there's two defenders. One guy's like kind of at the nail, and one guy's kind of helping in off the wing, and you do the low pull through. And initially they didn't call it.
Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't?
They eventually reversed it. And
Nice
got the one
counter
back.
shot.
But that move is another move where like James Harden was the first kind of to do it.
And he misses with that jab.
I think with spacing and with talent, I don't think hand checking is going to have that big of a difference. To your point about the defense of 3 seconds, I think that
shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few. So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a lick because you've got to get some before you get some.
And a lot of times you use that left to right dribble between the legs.
Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
Half the time, more than half the time, somebody puts their hands on you immediately as soon as you go to that move. And it's rarely called. You get it sometimes, but it's rarely called.
Yeah, I do.
One punch could change very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Good counter punching from both these fighters.
I'll go left. They send me right, I'll go right. I think I have a couple moves on me.
Let's talk about Jones Jr. I promise you, all 3 judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Going back to that 73-point game, you use this a lot. And when we called opening night in San Antonio, you had one of the best decelerations that I've seen. A bunch of guys are doing this now. It's become so important on drives, right? To be able to decel, let the defense fly by, or draw a foul. You had 2 against Atlanta off the right leg, bank shot.
Work goes smoothly when you know the right steps. With Asana, you can coordinate tasks across teams and stay on track, so your team can spend more time celebrating wins. Try it for free
Round
at
7,
Asana.
here we go. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
How did you sort of develop that part of your game? Because I'm curious. I watched you work out when I was your teammate. You go at a certain speed in your workouts, but the full speed to the decel, how much are you practicing that? When did you develop
Seen all
that?
the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it
I'm
all
not.
boils down to. Who's going to have
I
more
just call it the
endurance?
slow step, you
What
know.
can they change? Can they slow the
try
pace
to
down?
keep
Can they
going.
hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to
So you
concentrate.
gotta do the slow step, you know. You gotta
Because you know what
go
you can
into
do
the
in the
front a
gym.
little bit,
You can
then
do it
just
in the
slow
fast.
step. Wait till he's gonna jump. And if you're gonna jump, you just go up. So, I don't know. Maybe the IQ.
Heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Just a natural thing, which is why I'm so jealous of you. It's your ability to do things on the fly. You and Joel are like the 2 guys that I played with. Because I
They
could
figure
never
out
do
the
that.
combination to this thing. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious.
You cannot
It was a very
ever,
specific
ever compare
gather
anything
to a
to
Euro.
this. These guys really mean it. These guys hate each other the way they fight.
Cameras in the gym. I know you don't. But at some point I was just like, fuck it, dude.
This fighter's not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them nonstop.
You have a fighter that's got a great footwork, that great hand speed. It's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Atlanta blitzes the most in the NBA. They only blitzed you 8 times.
Big left, but doesn't score with it. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one.
You had 41. When teams aren't blitzing you, because it's a night-to-night occurrence that you get multiple blitzes. When teams aren't blitzing you, what is your sort of mindset
Talk
around
about
scoring
Jones
this?
Jr. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute
There's a
uproar.
lot of playmaking there. The clap and the goal
Round
speed.
8, and we're off
It's
again.
efficient.
Coming off that fantastic last
But then
round,
with the switch,
see if he can
I
keep
just
his
trying to
momentum
go
going.
downhill. I know there's going to be always a low man. Sometimes I just stagger a little bit on the
Big
threes and
swing
the
and a
step
miss.
backs. But I gotta be more downhill because I can get downhill a lot. And when we touch the paint, when I touch the
Big
paint,
right hand just
our
misses.
team's best is scoring.
You brought up the Gortat screen. I'm going to explain this
Fighter's
Gortat
certainly not
screen.
going
So
to
the
outthrow
big isn't
their
a drop.
opponent by any means, but
All
they
right.
will when they
You
hit.
turn the corner
Be
on
a
the
lot
pick.
harder.
It's the one who draws first blood. That's what you've got to look
you
at.
put him in
If you
jail.
hit, you know you're in there with a banger.
Instead of
You've
rolling
got to
the
be on it.
basket,
You've got to be
rolls
confident.
into the defender and drop coverage, and essentially sets the brush screen. And sometimes they will fully set the screen. First basket of the Atlanta game. Derek Lively did that.
Just misses that big right hand.
Very lively on that one.
You still got to work with him on that one.
Yeah.
Who's have you played pick and roll with?
Changes from both men in this round.
Done that well.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not
Paul,
faster.
Totally impressed. You know what? You got skill. You got.
those two,
Oh my goodness! I admire
Holmes
these
did it
guys.
a couple times. But before, where I played it,
You gotta get there. You gotta get there. Kristaps really wasn't doing that because he wasn't.
he was a fair.
And he just missed with that left jab.
You gotta get Derek doing that, man.
Yeah,
Especially
he's
against
19. You got a lot of.
You've heard the phrase, finding a second wind. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Now this is about desire. This is about
has Medicaid or CHIP,
This is about want.
check your mail for a renewal form from your state. Complete the form and mail it back right away so you don't lose your coverage. If you do lose Medicaid
This
or
round
CHIP,
could go either
visit
way. 10
healthcare.gov
seconds to go.
See if you're eligible to enroll in a low-cost, quality health plan. Keep your family covered. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Let's talk about Jones Jr. What would you tell this guy? And we enter the night. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on there. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
It is 13. So this is my first time in the field. I haven't seen him either. I went on my way to not see it.
Nice counter.
Now the door's open.
Both men step back for just a moment. We've seen him in the past in this fighter. They don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain.
Oh my God. Okay. So this before.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
This is all about ego. Safety is out of the window. Tactics are out of the window. They don't need gloves. They need beer glasses. The way they're fighting, this is ridiculous.
Nobody else can.
Blocks that jab. Just gets out of the way of that left hand. We'd like to see more jabs. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left.
February 7th, that's yesterday.
Let's talk about Jones Jr. At this point, you gotta believe he can't win on the scorecards. Gonna need a knockout.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
How is that possible? Because he's due. So the nigga went forward in time, recorded it, went back in time.
Here comes the 10th round. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
Today's a special day.
They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off the tech and everything around that. Work the body, use tactics sometimes to sort of clutch out blocks and make them on points.
Because it changes days at midnight.
Catch and shoot. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Missed him with that uppercut. I think it's safe to say one of these. Which fighter will say no? Oh my word! Down goes RJJ.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yo, have a blast. I'm not going, but I'm going to Are you going to be recording?
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues. And that left hook doesn't find its target. There's a right hand. So final 10 seconds of the round. What a nightmare scenario! Let's talk about Jones Jr. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath, got right. Push it up, get on with the job.
I'm telling you, he's gone. Jump off. Body in edge, feet smart, change your angle. Go out there and finish him. He's ready.
You can practice it? No, it's for sure going to be fun. Who's on your team?
But I know for a fact, though, on the other side, I know for a fact.
No! Don't lose! This nigga's been talking shit on IG. I don't know if you've seen it.
Listen.
He's been talking shit on IG.
I haven't
Time winding down as we get set for another round. Let's start 11. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle him. He's got to bluff him.
ODC posted an IG.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
We know one of these fighters can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
Nice offensive display landing that left counter. Missing with the left hook. Counter shot lands. Big left there, but misses. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam. Let me explain to you about a fast fighter. A fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have the quick burst. Boom! In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. This is the biggest moment of his life. Can he seize it? Can he take control and put him out?
Beautiful, sneaky shot to take his legs away from him.
Let's talk about Jones Jr. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think like it.
On to the 12th. After that last round, something has got to change.
I told PT I was going to go back tonight.
Oh, so what are you doing?
I was going to come back here because in 2 days,
Nobody home with that hook.
So Indiana would be the easiest.
How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fight. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
No, they're just like mid-lower area.
So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down. Beautiful counter shot. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Beautiful counter punch. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big... And that will do it. This fight is over. They have given up. So they will throw in the towel. The corner has stopped it. They won't be happy about that.
You rest up, you know what I'm saying, get a massage, whatever the case may be. You rest up, and then boom. When you hear rest up, you can be sending you the news. You can be subtracting from your cellular devices and things of that nature. And then that way you are because man, we're getting some. Yeah. So, well, that's playing.
Okay, so
I think that's the best play.
If I can find some streams to do out of Indiana, I might stick around for that. I can't miss